Hey everybody, welcome to Bright Earth Yoga. My name is Hannah and today I have for you a prenatal meditation. And the only prop I'm using is a blanket to prop my sits bones for seated meditation. But you could also listen to this meditation as you walk or do something else. But please do take the time to pause the video so that you can set up your space, maybe dim the lights, light a few candles, you could have lavender lotion, anything that creates a nice, peaceful space for this meditation. Let's get started. I've got my blanket here and I'm ready to go. I am going to fold up my blanket. You could also use pillows or a bolster if you have one. And I'm going to place it underneath my sits bones and find a comfortable seat. If this is not your version of a comfortable seat, of course you can find some other seat. Maybe hero's pose works for you. You could also just sit in a chair. Traditionally, we don't lie down for meditation, but that's not because of rules. That's because when you lie down, you might fall asleep. But, if you need a nap, you're welcome, of course, to lie down. So the reason I've got this blanket behind my sits bones is so that my pelvis would just tip forward a little bit. And that allows me to have a nice, long, tall spine as I sit up. And what I mean by pelvis tipping forward is your hip points, if you can still feel them right here under your belly, they move forward just a little bit and the tailbone is freed up. This allows the spine to elongate. And we'll sit up nice and tall. Take your time setting up your seat today. Make sure that you're really comfortable. And again, if the seat isn't working for you, you can do something else. So we want the spine growing long in both directions and the head resting easily at the top of the spine. Sometimes we tuck the chin, but this can really, especially for those of us with text neck, place a lot of tension in the back of the neck, so it can help to just lift the chin a little bit. And just make sure the head feels nice and light on the neck. So now that you're set up, we are just going to do a little bit of movement. Nothing too intense here, just to warm up the body. Let's stretch the side body. So reach your left arm up and over. You don't have to go over super far, just enough to kind of wake up the spine and that left side of the body. Staying rooted through both sits bones here. And then move to the other side. One more time each side. And then we will come back to center. All right, let's move through a couple of cats and cows. Not too many, but let's inhale, send the heart space forward. And exhale, let the spine round and the head drop. Just a couple more rounds to warm up the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. All right, so next we are just going to take a deep breath in as the palms open, and a deep breath out. All right, this time as you breathe in, squeeze the palms tight as you can. And exhale, release. Let's do that again. Inhale, squeeze the fists as tight as you can. And exhale, release. Last time. Inhale, squeeze the fist really, really tight this time. And exhale, release. All right, same idea here. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, release and back down. Just let them melt. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, release. Last time, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, we release back down. Perfect. All right, so let's just open the heart space by interlacing fingers behind the low back. And you don't have to stretch your arms out straight behind you. You can just rest your interlaced hands on the back of your sacrum or your lower spine, and then just draw the elbows back towards each other. So it's something really gentle and subtle. And then find the sensation of lifting and opening all the way across the chest. Heart space open, heart space lifted. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Just let the breath flow deeply in and out the nose. And we're going to release that. All right, last little bit of movement here, I promise, and then we'll get to the meditation part. Walk the hands forward and let the head drop. Crawl the hands back. Switch the cross of your legs and repeat. Walking the hands forward and letting the head drop. All right, let's walk it back. And again, make sure you're super comfortable in your seat here. And we are going to rest the hands on the thighs. If you are feeling super tired, you might want to rest with the palms facing up. But if you're feeling super wired, maybe anxious, you can rest with the palms face down. And either way, you might want to try bringing index fingers to touch the thumb. Just nothing really tight here, just gently. The pads of the fingers are touching here. And then if you're able, go ahead and close your eyes. If that's super challenging for you, you can just soften the gaze and maybe look down at the floor without really seeing anything at all. We're going to draw our focus and our awareness to the breath. So we're breathing deeply in and out the nose. The mouth is closed softly, not clenching, but nice and loose. The tops of the shoulders are relaxed down away from the ears. And remember that the head is resting easily at the top of the spine. Notice the way the breath flows in and out the body without judgment, without criticism. So especially if you are further along in your pregnancy, breathing is a challenge. Your baby is taking up a lot of space. Your lungs are getting squished. So deep breathing may not be your favorite thing, but just right in this moment, try to visualize your breath moving around your baby. And as we draw awareness to the breath, you can start to count the breath until the breath becomes even. So what I mean by that is, as you breathe in, you count however long your count is, it doesn't matter. And as you breathe out, you count to the same number. So for example, I might breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. And your breath might be longer or shorter than mine, it doesn't matter. But the idea is to really draw your focus to that sensation of the breath and to allow it to deepen and fill the body. And try not to hold the body stiff as you breathe, but allow the body to be moved by the breath. Just a few more moments here, still connecting to the breath. We're going to send the body awareness into different parts of the body. So let your mind be drawn first to the feet, just noticing any sensations that you feel in the feet. To allow the entire awareness to dwell inside the feet. As if you could make your mind move down through your body all the way into your toes. And then up through the balls of the feet and the arches, the heels, moving up through ankles, calves, and the awareness moves up through the knees, and the thighs. And as you go, just try to imagine each part of the body softening and melting. The awareness can now move through the hips and the glutes, all the way up through the pelvis, the pelvic floor. And then it starts to move up through the torso and the belly and around your baby, who maybe is sleeping. Maybe he or she is awake now for this seated meditation. And let the mind go up through the chest and the heart space. And as the mind enters the heart space, Remember that there are not one, but two hearts beating in your body right now. And just savor that special moment in your life. It's temporary. It will pass. Try to really cherish and embrace that moment for what it is. And as the mind rests there in the heart space, feel the shoulders softening as they melt down and back. And the mind begins to move from the shoulders down the upper arms, elbows, forearms, and into the hands through the palms, and all the way down each finger bone until it reaches the very tips of the fingers and the pads of the fingers. And allow the mind to rest there for a moment, just dwelling in the hands. Imagining you could just allow the entire consciousness to rest in that space of the hands. And allow the awareness to travel back up the arms all the way past the shoulders and to the neck. And remember to, as you think of these body parts, as you settle your awareness there, allow them to grow soft and allow them to melt. So the neck begins to soften and the mind begins to move up the top of the spine and the base of the skull. Then around the back of the head, the ears, wrapping around to the jaw. As the jaw grows soft and the mouth starts to slacken. You notice your face, your cheeks, all of those muscles that help you make your facial expression start to soften. And the awareness travels to the space around the eyes, which begins to soften. To the eyebrows and the space between the eyebrows. Then up the forehead and the scalp, all the way to the very top of your head where you let your awareness settle for a moment. As the awareness rests there at the very top of the head, notice the way it feels. And start to imagine yourself being bathed in this warm, light embrace of the air around you and supported by the earth below. Then we're going to move our hands. So slowly moving here, drawing the hands up the thighs. I'm going to bring one hand to my belly and one hand to my heart space. And as you do so, allow that awareness from the top of your head to drop down deep within you, not necessarily into a physical space, although perhaps the heart space would work, but just draw the awareness deep, deep, deep inside you, into the core of your being. And allow that focus, that gaze to rest inside the mind body. And as you do so, notice what feelings come up. You are still breathing deeply in and out the nose as the awareness is drawn within. Maybe you notice feelings of peace and comfort, or sadness, or anxiety. But whatever comes up, try not to turn away from it. Confront those feelings, acknowledge them, and allow them to stay their course. Feelings really need their time to work their way through ourselves. They're temporary, they're important, they are real, and they come and go. So as the feelings come up, allow them to settle in and then pass you by. And then we're going to draw the awareness just to the skin of the body, and notice the way the air feels on your skin. I'm sitting outside and there's just this really gentle breeze that's blowing by. A nice, cool breeze. But wherever you are, notice the quality of the air and the way it feels as it envelops you. And as you sit here in quiet, imagine yourself on your mat in this sacred space. And know that you are safe in this moment. You are safe. You are open to peace. Your mind is welcome to find a sense of ease. This space you are in on your mat is a sacred, safe place. Everything else just melts away. Then begin to draw your awareness back to your breath and try to cultivate that deep, even flow of breath in and out the nose once more. So if it helps you to count, you can count. But if you like, you can just breathe super deeply in and out the nose. Allow each breath to truly nourish the body. Not just one body, but two. Two hearts. And we'll bring the hands back down to rest on the thighs or the knees, wherever feels comfortable. And you can feel free to end this meditation with more seated stillness. Maybe you move into a comfortable and supported Shavasana, maybe on your side. If you're choosing to stay seated with me, we're going to end here with a couple of cleansing breaths. So on your next inhale, breathe in deeply through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale. Again, deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and release. Last one here, deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and let it all go. We'll bring palms to touch at heart center. It was an honor guiding you in this seated meditation. And I hope that you are able to carry it with you through the rest of your day and into your sleep. And we'll bring thumbs up to third eye and bow head to heart. Namaste.